This plant didn't have a watering problem. This plant had a soil problem. And if I had put this Alocasia Cuprea into semi-hydro, it would have looked fine right up until it didn't. So in this video, I'm walking you through exactly why I chose a chunky soil mix instead and how I repotted this Cuprea step by step to support long-term root health, not just short-term growth. If that's something you're interested in, then stay right here. I love semi-hydro, but not every Alocasia belongs there. Cupreas have thicker roots, slower uptake, and it just does not tolerate constant moisture the way that some Alocasias do. In semi-hydro, this plant would have stayed wet way too long, especially coming out of a peat-heavy nursery mix. And that's a recipe for stalled growth and even rot. What this plant actually needed was airflow, drainage, and controlled moisture. And that's where a chunky soil mix absolutely shines. So here's the mix I'm using. First, my moisture retentive base soil, just enough to hold nutrients and not waterlog the plant. Then orchard bark for structure and oxygen all around the roots. Coco coir adds light moisture retention without suffocating the root zone. And finally, large perlite. This creates air pockets and prevents compaction. This blend gives me fast drainage with just enough consistency to support steady growth. Before the plant even goes in, I'm amending the soil. Before placing the plant, I'm dusting the roots with mycorrhizae. This helps with nutrient uptake, root recovery, and overall resilience after the repot. This stuff is like magic in a bag. Then I'm adding Bios natural fertilizer. Slow release, gentle, and perfect for a plant that's about to recover from a repot. This way, the roots don't have to work for nutrients while they're healing. And finally, systemic granules go directly into the mix for long-term pest protection. Once the plant is positioned, I backfill with the remaining chunky mix, gently pressing but not compacting the soil, making sure that I don't add too much soil to the pot, or more importantly, that I don't cover the crown of the plant. And as a final preventative measure, I add a layer of crushed granite, also known as chicken grit, to the top layer of the soil, basically adding a barrier between the soil and fungus gnats, making it difficult for fungus gnats to access the soil. Before moving on, I want to share one important observation. When I'm potting, I noticed this Cuprea came with a tight nursery plug and a significant amount of peat-heavy soil, and leaving that in place would have trapped moisture right at the core. Before repotting, I carefully removed the plug and most of that peat without disturbing the healthy roots more than necessary. This would give my plant a clean transition into a soil mix that actually matches how I water. For the first watering, I'm soaking the plant thoroughly to settle the soil and activate the amendments. Then I'm wiping down every leaf. Clean leaves photosynthesize better, and this plant needs energy right now. This is why soil matters, and why choosing the right medium is just as important as choosing the right plant. If you're still watching, thank you for sticking around. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next update.
Ready to rise and glow.